Well, thanks, Greg. No one better to break this down than a World Series champion himself, a former NL All-Star and former Brewer, Damien Miller, joining us. Quite a resume you've built up over the years.
I've tricked him for a long time.
Well, first of all, I want to talk to you about Yovani Gallardo. You've caught him. You were there with him. How risky of a move was it? He's only made one start since May. How risky was that?
Well, you know, Swamer's going to get second-guessed on this move from the get-go, but being with Yovani for most of the year last year, and then just seeing what he's made of. He's 22 years old, and he acts like he's my age, or 35 or whatever. He's so poised on the mound. He's got great stuff. Today he looked a little rusty, which is probably expected, but absolutely the right decision by Dale Swim to throw this kid out there. I completely agree with him. I know they're kind of short-handed, and they weren't. There's a couple guys that they could have pitched McClung or they could have pitched Para.
Sure.
But at this time, it's not time to be a hero. It's decision time, and I absolutely thought they made the right decision in throwing Yovani out there just because of what he can bring to the mound at such a young age. He's going to give him a chance to win, and for the most part, he did. The walks were there. Like I said, he's probably just a little rusty, but other than that, I thought he pitched okay and gave him a chance. But the other guy was just better.
Yeah, who didn't look rusty was Cole Hamels. What made him so effective today? How was he able to keep the hitters off balance for 8 innings?
Well, he commands the strike zone with 3 pitches, and when you can do that like he did today, it makes it tough, very tough hitting. So, from what I saw today, his fastball is, for a lefty, it's above average. 90 to 92 I saw today. He reached 93 a couple times, and then when he's got an above average changeup, arguably the best left-handed changeup in the league. I faced him a few times, and I saw it firsthand that he can be a dominant guy out there. And today he proved it. He pitched guys very tough. He pitched against the Brewers' aggressiveness because they're a young team and they're aggressive. And he just did a great job. For the most part, he kept the ball down. I saw him make one mistake to Corey Hart. I think it was a fastball up in the zone. Made a mistake to Counsell on Counsell's base hit. Other than that, everything was down in the zone. His changeup was just overpowering for those guys.
And that mistake to Hart was a hit too. Now, I wanted to ask you quick too. You've been there, Game 1 in these short 5-game series. How important is it to get that win, and what disadvantage are the Brewers at right now?
Well, yeah, it's very tough. I was fortunate enough to go to the playoffs 4 times. I've been to the postseason 4 times. Just in the right spot at the right time, being around good guys. And in 2001, the year we won the World Series, we had to play the Cardinals, the first series in the division series. And we were very 2 evenly matched teams. And it was Schilling versus Matt Morris. And both of them were lights out at the time, very hot. And I think we took the game 2-1, I think it was. And from there, I think it was, like you said, it was 2 evenly matched teams. And we just bounced back and forth. And it went to Game 5, and we finally won Game 5. Schilling versus Morris again, I think it was. And but it just shows that you get the Game 1, you get some momentum. But the Brewers are fine. They have CC going tomorrow,
right?
And I think there's no need to panic. Just relax. I mean, weird things have happened, but when you get Game 1, it's definitely it's a confidence builder for that team.
And then finally, real quick, looking ahead to that game, Sabathia versus Brett Myers. What do you expect to kind of shake out there?
Well, what you're going to get from CC. He's a workhorse. He's hot too. He's pitching his lights out. And I faced Brett Myers too, and he can be. In fact, I think he pitched against the Brewers in Philadelphia a couple weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, whenever it was, in 8 or 9 innings he went. But that was then, and this is now. So it's what you're going to get from him too. He's going to be low 90s. Has a good breaking ball, good changeup, and it should be a great game, I think. But like I said, with the Brewers having CC going tomorrow, they're going to get some confidence just from that, and being able to put today's game behind them, and let's go get them tomorrow and see what happens.
All right, well, Game 2, Thursday, 5 o'clock. Damien will be back with us Thursday night to break down that game. For now, back to you, Greg.